Hello everybody, my name is Peter and welcome to the YouTube home of the PBJ line model railroad. This is a reintroduction of the PBJ line model railroad as my empire begins. I'm heading towards retirement, and hopefully that'll take place in 3, 4, possibly 5 months, but as soon as possible I'd like to retire. So it'll be early in 2024. And so what I want to do for a project is build my dream model railroad. So I just want to start these videos off by kind of explaining what I'm planning on doing and how I'm going to do it. As I said, it's going to be an N-scale multi-deck railroad. Now here's the catch. I want it to be at least 2 decks. I thought about possibly adding a 3rd deck, and then, crazy as it seems, a 4th deck, but the 4th deck will actually be very small in a staging yard. And there'll be more on that later. As I said, I don't have an actual track plan yet. I do have AnyRail software to build the track plan, and what I'm going to be using is Kato, both the Unitrack, the sectional track pieces. I got some Kato, the Flex Track. I've got some leftover Atlas Flex Track and sectional track and switches from some older builds that I have done, but mainly it's going to be Kato. I chose Kato simply for the ease of being able to do it and the challenge of trying to make that track actually look realistic by painting and ballasting and whatnot. So some of my early track plan ideas in my head, because like I said, I've started to put some things down on paper, but I really don't have a track plan. I've just been playing around with the software a little bit. I believe at this point in time I'm looking at mainly a single main line with some portions of it double tracked. It's going to be designed for a single operator because I'm going to operate the railroad mainly on my own. Can be operated with multiple people. My plan is to be able to have multiple trains obviously running. If you watched the previous video, I introduced that I was going to use Digitrax for DCC, and there'll be some videos on that because I've got a lot of engines that don't have any DCC installed. I've got some engines now that do. Again, that'll be a future video. The basic track plan is going to be around the room, and it's going to be built basically so it can be operated point to point with a continuous feature. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, if I'm going to hide that fact or just let it be known that it can run. Because there are times when I want to do switching and off the main line and just send a train around the main line to act as a train going around the main line. I'll explain some things later, but basically what this is going to be, it's a freelance scheme, not based on any prototype whatsoever. And to do this, I've decided I'm going to manufacture America's 51st state. Again, there'll be more on that later. The state's name is Lisaland, and I will explain that in a future video. Basically, it's going to feature some custom painted train cars and rolling stock, as well as some passenger cars and custom painted passenger cars. So future videos, I plan on doing stuff on bench work, track plans, rolling stock, the passenger service that's going to be there, what freight yards and how they're going to work, the intermodal yards, and the passenger service that the train's going to have. I got a question for you, though, that I want you to leave down below. I really want anybody who's interested to be able to make some suggestions. This is going to be a multi-year plan, and any suggestion you may have to help, I would greatly appreciate. So if you had a room the size of 8 feet wide by 16 feet deep. Now one side is actually 16 feet, the other side is 12 feet because there's a closet there that I can incorporate track inside the closet. And if you're going to make a multi-deck layout, what kind of track plan would you make? How many decks do you think you would make comfortably? And a little bit about how it will operate. So like I said, there's going to be some future videos that I'm going to produce as we go along. But while you're thinking about that question, I just want to show you a couple new train cars that I did receive. I'm a member of the N-Scale Enthusiast, and this is actually a special car that they produced. Pardon me, I have to put reading glasses on for this. And you can see it's actually made by Micro Trains. Hopefully you can see that, but that's the end of it. And the other side. I do have other N-scale enthusiast cars that I will be happy to show you later, but this was just something brand new that I got. And so I just wanted to show you. Okay, it's got an operating door. Now, the one side of it just looks like your basic old train car. But this was part of their last convention that they did that was in Reno. And it's got graffiti on the other side with some scared bowling pins. I thought that was a pretty unique car. So that's going to be featured on a layout somewhere. And then I also subscribe to Model Railroader Trains magazine and their webpage as well, or their Video Plus, whatever they're calling it now, I don't know. But this is actually a Rail Smith Models Quality N-Scale model. And I'll be honest with you, I have never heard of them before. But it is a Milwaukee, Racine, and Troy passenger coach. I have a lot of other Milwaukee, Racine, and Troy cars that'll go on the layout, as well as one of the engines that was produced by Atlas. I didn't get multiple engines, I just got the one. But I just wanted to show you that. Road number on this is 2022. And that's what it looks like. I do like passenger cars. I'm going to show you some videos in the future of some other passenger cars that I have. Actually, some old ones that probably won't actually go in the layout, just go in a display case from when I was much younger. Quite a bit older now. I started model railroading when I was just a wee kid. We started with HO. I built my own N-scale. I built multiple trains over the years. But this is going to be my dream layout and the last one I'm going to do. And once it's finished, it's just going to be there to operate. So I would ask you to follow along in the videos. Any suggestions that you have, leave them down below. I appreciate you watching this video. And if you'd like, share the video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. But please subscribe to the channel. That'll help me out greatly. And I'll see you on the next video.